Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. The start of the weekend is upon us. It's Friday evening baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you, and singing a big bat in the lineup so far this year. Ronald Acuna Jr. leads the team at OPS, so he's the guy that looks to slug and basically make things happen for them offensively.
Just a machine in terms of production at the plate. He'll take his walks, he'll barrel up the baseball, he'll hit the ball in the gaps, he'll hit the ball over the fence. So talk about a guy going good. That's him right now, and he's a bat that you want to stay away from if you're the pitcher.
First pitch coming your way next. And now here's the starter for St. Louis, Kyle Leahy. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Needless to say, this is an aggressive lineup. They've drawn fewer walks than any other team in the league.
Well, Boog, as I pop my collar, this lineup is taking the Chris Singleton approach. But in today's game, we know walks are key to scoring runs. At times, this lineup swings a little too freely. They need to make pitchers work harder.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Matt Olson.
Here's Matt Olson. And that one misses up and in, and it's 1-0. Olson getting to start at first, hitting third in the lineup, and so far this year he's slugging over 500.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. This is Braves baseball on the show South. We go to the bottom of the first, and going for Atlanta, Hurston Waldrop. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
That's a ball.
This to third,
That ball's
and
foul.
foul ball. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And there's a strike. High fly ball out to left field. Yastrzemski has a beat on it. He's got it.
Batting third.
Now we take a
first
check
baseman,
of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
One out man at first. At the plate, Alec Burleson.
Nope, that's a ball.
The 1-0. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-1. Ground ball, left side. A sliding stop. There's one.
You're out.
On to first.
He's
Safe.
good.
So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play. Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Burleson off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That is the inning. The Cards leave one, scoreless after 1. All set for the start of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. Albies launched a homer in his most recent game. Out there to center. One down.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Outside, that's a ball.
The 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Scott should have this one. 2 down.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Mauricio Dubon.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. And first offering is fouled off. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Long run, nice grab. And that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Busch Stadium, stepping in, Victor Scott.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Hit on the ground to short. Alvarez throws to first and quickly one away in the second.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Thomas Jay-Z.
Here's a high chopper. Bounces into the outfield. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting seventh.
And here's the catcher, Joel Pozo.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And the 0-1. On the ground to first. Olsen over to second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. End of 2 here at Busch Stadium. No score. You're watching Atlanta Braves baseball on the Show South. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Ground ball right side. Burleson steps on the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting eighth, shortstop, Nacho Alvarez Jr.
Ball, that's down.
Top of the 3rd, no score. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one was indeed a strike. Still 1 challenge left for them. Got him swinging.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Now here is
Nope.
Hurston Waldrop. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one. Seems like it can be really hard at times for pitchers to throw the ball right down the middle. They're so used to working on the edges, but then you have a guy up like this. He can't hurt you. Just throw it down the middle.
And now it's filled up. Ronald Acuna Jr. next to bat for the Braves. Swing and a ball lifted left field and makes the grab. And that is that. 9 straight retired here to start the game. This is Braves baseball on the Show South. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Left fielder, Nathan Church.
Sinker. Below middle.
Swing and a ground ball. Throw on to Olsen. One pitch and one out.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Kyle Leahy.
Strike one.
Ball one.
Cutter. Below inside.
Ball to strike. That one the other way, and a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Mason Wynn, 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single.
Ball, that's just out.
Leahy over at first with one away. Up the middle, flips it. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. We're tied, 0-0. New inning getting started. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. Acuna, a former MVP, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's been quite a threat lately with 6 homers in his last 10 games.
You know, these Braves just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits. So they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Up next for Atlanta, catcher, Drake Baldwin.
In the air, left field, and it drops in. And a man aboard.
Up next for Atlanta.
Just a blue
first
hit
baseman,
behind third
Matt
right there,
Olson.
and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Here's Matt Olson down. In the air to left center. Church settles under it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
That one's
Ball that
upstairs,
guy.
ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Inside, and it hit him.
That ball hit him.
Up next for Atlanta, left fielder
Mike Yastrzemski up here. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Here comes the runner. The throw home. Save. In comes the run from second. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Two on, 2 outs. Line, and that's a base hit. Ozzie flying around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now the center fielder, Eli White. He's 0 for 1.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0. Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball there.
That's ball 2.
Just misses. And it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Payoff pitch. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Braves 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here in St. Louis and stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman.
Nolan Gorman.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Singing he's currently the team leader in runs scored. 0-1 now. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Can't glove it cleanly, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
On the corner for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to Olsen. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Cardinals, right fielder Jordan Walker.
And the batter now, Jordan Walker. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Hey!
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Right side, hard hit. Albies over to first in time. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-1. And he grounds one to the right side. Sajazi. The throw to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Up next for Atlanta, pitcher Kirsten Waldrop.
Ball 1.
Check swing. He went. That's strike 2.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Acuna now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Well, you got to be careful with this guy. 2 outs, nobody on. He's looking to drive the ball really far. So if you can't get him to chase your pitch, you might just pitch around him a little bit and deal with the guy on deck if you walk him.
2 down, nobody on. In the air, right field. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Back here in St. Louis and stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott.
This guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish. These Cards need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going. Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
On the ground, and that's just foul. The 0-2. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Off-speed pitch, and it looked like he just continued his momentum towards home plate after releasing that. Perfect position to make a play and help himself out.
Fouled off left side. The 0-1. This one in the air right field. And that's a foul ball. Ball one there.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Tapped on the ground softly to short. Alvarez on the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the Cardinals, catcher Joel
Pozo next up for the Cardinals. He hit into a double play his first time up. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Just missed.
Low inside.
On the ground right side. Oh, great stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching Atlanta Braves baseball on the Show South. Back here at Busch Stadium. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. So up next,
Leading
Drake
off Atlanta,
Baldwin.
catcher Drake Baldwin.
High fly ball down the left field line. Carrying well. Going, gone! He'll touch them all. His 9th homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Kyle Leahy done for the night. Not a bad effort, but he exits on the hook for the loss. New pitcher on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching.
So they bring on the veteran, Ryan Stanek.
Number 55,
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Pulls that one foul. This one smashed down the right field line. And that's a base hit. And a man aboard.
Up next for Atlanta.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. That one at triple digits. Strike 2. Movement in the bullpen. Gordon Graceffo up and loosening in the pen. Number 67 getting loose as well. The 0-2. Got him swinging for the K. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Aye.
Now he's challenging the called strike. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. And the 1-0. Fly ball down the line. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, third baseman Mauricio Dubon.
Down the third baseman, Mauricio Dubon. The 0-1 comes up empty. That's strike 2. Struck him out swinging. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Braves get one on the big fly. It's now 3-0. This is Braves baseball on the Show South. Bottom of the 6th,
Leading
and
off
stepping in for the Cardinals, Nathan
left
Church.
fielder, Nathan Church.
There's a swing and a drive. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. He makes it safely with a leadoff double in the 6th.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So they turn to a bat off the bench for the pitcher, Lars Nootbaar.
Pretty surprised they're going with the pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
And that one hit to first. Olsen takes it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up
And
next
here's
for
a
the
look at how
Cardinals,
he's using his pitches
the
in this one.
shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Back to the top of the lineup, Mason Wynn. Next up for the Cardinals, 1 for 2.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
Nope. Outside.
The 1-0. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. One away with a runner at third here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground to the left. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. And now just a 2-run deficit. pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now Alec Burleson. That misses. Ball 1. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Put away off that pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
The 1-2. To the right side, Albies. There's 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Number 67.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Leading off for Atlanta, center fielder Eli White.
This one in the air, center field. Scott settles under this one. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for Atlanta, shortstop Nacho Alvarez Jr.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for Atlanta, pitcher Hurston Waldrop.
And next for Atlanta, Hurston Waldrop. That one fouled off. Now the 0-1. And a sac bunt here. Burleson. Here's Wynn for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Braves 3 and the Cardinals 1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Right fielder Jordan Walker.
Slider. Middle inside.
Now pitching for
Righty
Atlanta,
reliever out of the
number
pen,
71,
Ian Hamilton.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Ball that's outside.
Sinker. Low outside.
The 1-0.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And a 1-1.
That's a ball.
Tap back to the mound. And
No,
that
let's
goes
go.
foul. In the air, left field. Yastrzemski in position, and there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Hamilton, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
In the air, right field. Acuna takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Thomas Saggese.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on, and a foul ball. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Redbirds down quietly. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Now pitching.
New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Andre Palante.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Leading off for the Braves, right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr.
Foul ball there. And that one in the air center field. Scott gets under it. And a quick out, number one. Still hitless, and you wonder if he's starting to press a little. Hit streak in danger.
Drake Baldwin.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Gordon Graceffo getting loose out there. Fitz warming up as well. Line drive, base hit, right field.
Up next for Atlanta, first baseman Matt Olson.
Runner on at first with one gone. And here's the first baseman, Matt Olson. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And the 1-0. Foul ball. That clips the inside corner for a strike. That one missed. Man at first, one away. Bounced up the middle. Oh, a great flip on the money. Next play. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Braves 3 and the Cardinals 1. Back here in St. Louis, and now the Cardinals catcher, Joel Pozo.
Now pitching for
Robert
Atlanta,
Suarez on the pitch here.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Slice to right, and there's one down.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder Nathan Scherr.
The Cardinals down by a pair here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. The 0-1. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Suarez, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Got him. Now 2 away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So now a pinch hitter for the Cardinals, Ivan Herrera, looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. First offering, and it just misses. That's to third, and it gets by him, and that keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Cardinals.
So back to the top of the order. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. That one fouled hard the other way. Herrera leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Ball.
1-1.
Ball 2.
Tying run at the plate. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. So one left for the Cardinals, and they still trail it here 3-1.
Now pitching.
We're
for
back. It's the top of the
Cardinals.
ninth, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the mound,
35,
Richard Fitz.
Richard
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
leading off for the Braves. Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Swings through that one.
He's really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Ball.
Two and two. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw comes in too late. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
Up next for Atlanta, left fielder, Michael Spencer.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. And there's a foul ball. The 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
Nope.
That one
Oh,
inside.
that's
Full count now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
One out man at first. Here's the third baseman, Mauricio Dubon.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's a 1-1.
Ball inside.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Walker on his way over. And that's the third out. Braves strand one, but they still lead it 3-1. Bottom of the ninth, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman. Raisel Iglesias comes out trying to close it out.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Fair ball. Around first, heading for two. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
First baseman,
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The tying run at the plate. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Throw on to Olsen. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And next is the Cardinals 4-hitter, Jordan Walker. 0 for 3 in this one. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
The changeup missing. Ball 1. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. The Braves trying to close out a 2-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Base hit into the outfield. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with 1 gone.
He was all over that one. Really important at bat coming up now.
A move coming at third base, and pinch running for St. Louis, Cesar Prieto. You don't see a lot of pinch runners at third, but with less than 2 outs, they're hoping he gives them a better chance to score. There's the strike. Here, bottom 9, and the home team trying to rally to at least tie it up. Field 2. That's a little bit low. Two on, 1 out. Swings and misses, struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
Tell Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
So they're down to their final out. Digging in, Thomas Sajazi, 1 for 3. Tapper back to the mound. On to first. Ball game. And the Braves claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.